Greetings, teacher. I'm Alexander, and I'm going to explain about the reading of the Invisible Man and as an English project. A positive aspect. One. Explain about the positive aspect of this reading experience. The positives about reading were first, learn more vocabulary. Second, have more compressions. Third, be more fluent when reading. Fourth, I'm understand and motivated to read more things in English. For example, books, comics, um, and even watching movies and series in English. I think that by reading this book, I had more knowledge and learning how is the structure of the story in English. Talk about one of the activities that you liked the most. My favorite activity was the sentences with the 10 new words and the picture. This activity was very dynamic because we were learning new words. It's much easier to remember things through picture. This activity helped me reading new words and learn more vocabulary. Negative aspect. Um, One, explain about the negative aspect of this reading experience. Although there aren't many, the negative aspects were. I think there is a main one, and it's the book. It doesn't attract much attention because it's not very interesting. In my opinion, an adventure or fantastic book or comic is a great option for us as a student to generate more attention to read. But the idea of reading a book is very good. Uh, Two, talk about one of the activities that you like the least. The activity that I didn't like was the activity of the images for two aspects. One, I think there was too much information in the chapter to summarize in 8 images. Two, also sometimes there were no images to explain to context to explain the context of some aspect of the scenes in the chapters. I think the activity could, could have been better if this had been added to images to further explain the image context. Uh, Answer the question. Did you like the story, or more or less like the story? Not so not so much, but not so much because I had a really it when I was in school. I like the drama about how to become invisible. We know that is not is not possible. However, if the could be an invisible man, I would do many things about positive and negative. However, I think it's a somewhat tragic plot since the invisible man dedicated himself a lot as sensitive to be able to make his soul reality, but he's sorry, but he used his ability to do wrong things. Is there not a plot that checked my attention? I think there are very stories, for example, High Fidelity by Neil Horving. Another book, The Court is Incendiing of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Handon. Uh, Two, do you think that reading stories may help you improve your English? I think so. In my opinion, when we read, the brain, the activity science reading is a very activity process. There are many advantages associated with reading, including learning vocabulary in context, a model for reading, sending correctly structured in English. And finally, conclusion. Mention some conclusion reading the whole and reading experience. Uh, sorry, a reading has first conclusion. And reading has motivated me to continue learning English. Sorry, discovering generated that my perception is increases and that my vocabulary is more extensive with the new words. Two, there was the book was not interesting enough to read. However, it's a very good However, it's a very good idea to guide students to learn the structure and current form of the reading and grammar. Uh, Three, thanks of the hands to reading, students revise sound on spelling, vocabulary, and the grammar, fix the spelling and meaning of the words and the process, and in general improve the communicate and competence in the foreign language. And finally, in conclusion, the activities developed after reading contribute to a better understanding of the reading context and the remembering new words. That is, teacher. Thank you very much.